Hey everybody, it's some news Metroid Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. It's been a while since I've recorded. I will be perfectly honest. This Let's Play has dragged on way too long, my recording, and I'm wanting to try and finish it all over the next couple days. We'll see how successful I am at doing that. I'm pretty sure that door is supposed to be white. What the hell? Okay. After that bit of mental not trauma so much as confusion, I think I'm going to our next stop, now that we've gotten well, now I'm honestly even trying to remember what we did last episode, and I'm failing pretty badly. I probably should have reviewed my footage. But all I know is that in this episode, we actually have the ability to continue on in the phase on mines, which is what we are going to do next, assuming that I don't screw up totally. So, yeah, I suppose it's worth updating you all on exactly how long it's been since I recorded it last. I didn't record for a while, but between my last recording session and when I went back to college, there was a fair gap where I still had plenty of time to record before I went to college, but I never felt like it for various reasons. I guess it was kind of dumb. I don't know. I think I just kind of got a bit disillusioned in general. I think this is where I can go next. You know what? I'm going to take a little bit of a different route. Or wait. No, I think I will go this way. I'm pretty sure if I hadn't waited so long, I would have had a better idea of what I was trying to do here. And also, I wouldn't be playing so terribly. What we need to... Wow, this game is... There are some things that are just doing so much slowdown right now. But, yeah. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is... In this room, you can see that red door. Now that we have the plasma beam, we can access it, but we have to turn off those force fields first. I'm just getting rid of all of these enemies just because there's really no reason to let them just damage me. Which is still what I'm managing to do somehow. I'm terrible at this game sometimes. I think these ones... Oh, okay. You are getting incinerated. I might honestly... Okay. Nope. Not gonna bother trying anything different against you guys, because you've got the easy way of... dealing with you. Where did you come from? You're not allowed to come out of nowhere. Only I'm allowed to do that. Okay. Now this grating here, once you have power bombs, you can destroy it, scan this panel, which will basically turn off the force field, which means you have to go all the way back down. Which, if I had been able to get up here reasonably quickly, would not be a problem, but this room takes a long time to get back up, around, and through. But now we have a red door, and we can go on through and grab the flamethrower. This is the plasma charge combo. It's continuous fire charge combo. Takes a crap ton of missiles. And, well, I'm just going to show it off here for you right now because that looks kind of cool. But combat effective, it's terrible. You're better off just using the regular plasma beam because it's already really fast, can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and, well, it doesn't use missiles to fire it. So, that's really, it's not that it does a terrible amount of damage, it's just that it's not significant enough compared to the standard plasma beam to warrant using it ever. It's the least useful charge combo in the game. The charge combos, basically the later you get them, the less useful they are, is the sad truth of it. In this game, at least. In Prime 2, there was a little bit of use to some of the later ones. Actually, in Prime 2, the first one you get is still the most useful, then the second and third are kinda the least useful, and the fourth, there's some use. But, I don't know. Also, absolutely nothing to deal with in this room. It's kinda nice. Well, that was a little odd, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm going to just do this without bothering to rearrange any of the pillars, because I know I can drop down from up here to get to the place I'm trying to go. That's an easy way of doing that. I think I managed to drop down that without taking any damage. I think I got very lucky in doing that. But, yes. We are making our way down to the lowest parts of the mines right now. Because, well, like I've been trying to kind of get to the point of saying for a little while, basically the entire episode, that's really the only major place we have left to go, is the very bottom of the mines. So, once we get to this, once we get to the bottom of the mines, we'll have another little area to take care of, and, well, yeah. Now that we have power bombs, I want to see where this takes us, because I can't remember. Might be a shortcut. I don't know. Oh, or wait. Where does this take us to an elevator to another area? Oh, no. Okay. No. This is much later. but we get a new enemy to scan while we're here. The Plasma Trooper. Space pirate armed with plasma beam technology. Basically, these ones are pretty easy to deal with because if you charge a few regular plasma beam shots and they kind of go down without a fight. As for the rest of this room, there's a lot more in here, but I'm having none of it yet, to be perfectly honest. Although it's worth noting that that actually takes us down to a third level that we haven't been to yet, which is weird because we didn't actually go down anywhere. These enemies I am not going to bother with, because what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to heal when I get to the save point down back where we got the power bombs. Because if you remember, there was an area past there that we could have gone that we didn't, and that's where we're heading now. To make a long story very short. Okay, I was talking about how long it's been since I've recorded, and I never actually got around to expressing that. So while we're getting back on that point and exploring this, I probably should have done this earlier. The map station, which I think I scanned the first one in the game. Can't remember even at this point. So that gives us the map of the Phazon Mines, which you can see once we get to here, we've got a few rooms here, and then we can make our way through these cavern-looking like rooms rather than mining area rooms to explore the rest of this lower area. And here's the lift, the only other lift out, which I know where that takes us. So, yes. Let's just head down to the... Where are you coming from? Also, do any other beams even work on these things? No, actually, I don't think so. I think they're actually literally only vulnerable to the beam that they're marked with. Oh, hello, sir. I think I remember being a little confused about you. For some reason, this one's a separate scan. Now that we have our plasma beam, I might try using that, as long as it's not trying to siphon the beam. That kind of went down fairly quickly. The doors have been unlocked, so in other words, it makes you fight that. Well, I'm glad I did then, because it would have been kind of screwed if I tried to leave. Let's do a quick top off here. Okay, the save point is actually this direction. I'll save, why not? But yeah. Dang, you know what? I think I'll just kind of say screw this noise and just keep going on. But now what? You can try and take those out, or you can just roll underneath of them, because over here there's a little nook and you can disable them. Some scans of very dead looking things that don't even look like things anymore. But yeah, so right now it's early morning on Labor Day. I'm home again. Been college for a couple weeks, and now I'm home for a weekend. And I'm actually finally feeling up to recording. So that's fun. Got a bunch of Metroids that are kind of floating around. Some space pirates here that are kind of examining them. Let's do some scanning. Warning: force field disengaged. Metroid containment area will be breached. Yes, you get to turn off the force field and sick the Metroids on the space pirates. It's kind of one of the funnier things that you can do, but also one of the more kind of cruel and disturbing ones. Anyway, that basically leaves us with a bit of a Metroid problem to replace the space pirate one. That's a little unnerving. Just a little. Don't think there's any pirate data to scan here. Yeah, you'd think there would be, but I guess there is not. Not on those panels, anyway. Maybe, like, I'm pretty sure there is some in later parts of this lower area. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure my general response to trying to remember anything at this point is I don't know, because I don't know. Plans? What plans? Now, basically, you need the X-ray visor to be able to see these moving platforms. You can guess or get incredibly lucky, but in order to reliably jump across this gap, you need to have the X-ray visor, which I think I might have said it might be technically optional, but here's where they actually try and bar your progress if you don't have it. That was a kind of wasted missile because I have to ice beam it anyway. First. Okay, this room, if I remember correctly, there's kind of a... Ooh, that's kind of a bang. But... there's kind of a weird trick to it. I'm pretty sure this will say, yeah, power bomb the wall to break it open. Pretty sure this is the same. Sir? Yes, thank you. Let me power bomb again. Okay. Yeah, you've got a spider ball track here to get over to this place. Aha. And that's a missile expansion, but it's going to be one we need to get anyway. We are actually getting quite up there in as far as having all of the expansions. Hopefully so anyway, because, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think one thing that has happened that I didn't mention yet since I last recorded is that I have kind of mentioned that I'm doing Let's Plays to my mother, and kind of mentioned a whole bunch of other things I was hiding. And she seems mostly fine with it, but I still don't really know if I feel up to telling a lot of details to her or to my father. I need to tell my sister, especially now that she's home for the weekend, but it's all going to be in finding a good time to talk about things, and hopefully there is one tomorrow. Because after tomorrow I'm going back to college. Yeah. Let's just say that this plasma beam is great for dealing with enemies. Got all these mushrooms down here. technically you're not supposed to get this yet, but it's just a matter of taking some mild to heavy damage. But if you can get in and out quickly enough, because you're from knowing what you're doing, it's not that big a deal. Got Hunter Metroids, which I didn't realize, or I forgot that they appeared later on in the game, I think is more accurate than anything else. Yeah, there's these mushrooms, man. I honestly don't like mushrooms much. Hey, get your energy tentacle sucker thing off of me. That sounded great. Okay. Wanting to do in this room, there's a bunch of in these rooms. There's also these mushrooms look kind of strange if you read the thermal visor on them. But I think in this room there's not a whole lot secret-wise, but there are some secrets to be paying attention to in these fungal halls, as they're called. Yeah, fungal hall A. Yeah. Yep. If you swing from that glider with good timing, you can get across these gaps. But if you don't, you're not going to have a very good time, because it's going to be difficult. Pretty sure that's going to only get blown up by a power bomb. And then you've got a little... Okay. These things will only... You can only cross these with a boost ball because of the way they kind of collapse underneath you. Remember this for later. For now, we're not having any part of that. And also, it's dark now. Yes. So you're going to want to use your thermal visor in this room, mostly, because as weird as it looks, it's the best suited for the dark environment. You could use your X-ray visor as well, but it's not really going to help you much, because especially when you're still trying to deal with these Metroids, which are easily traceable with the high energy signature, but they kind of turn to dust in the X-ray visor view. Like how now that we're down at the bottom, the lowest points in the mines, we don't have any real pirate infrastructure here in some areas. And we're just kind of... This is what the caverns underneath of Talon 4 look like in general. There's a little circle of mushrooms here that if you bomb in the middle of it, there's a little missile expansion. A little missile expansion. Just for you. Just for you. Now we have to get back to the beginning of the room, because... Yeah. This glider is going to be a little... I'm going to swing up to this mushroom first, because where I'm trying to go is to this room, because if it is what I think it is, I believe this is a missile recharge station. I think there's only 3 places in the game that you can use for ammo refills. This is one. There's the one in the Hall of the Elders. And there's your ship. Pretty sure. Unless there's one in the final area that I'm forgetting about, which... mild spoilers, I guess, but I didn't say anything about what the final area was, or even if it had one of those for certain. Just that it might have one. You can sue me if you think that's going to be too much spoilers for you. Yes, sue me over spoilers. That's reason for lawsuit, I'm sure. Oh. Okay, here's another enemy that we actually cannot scan. These are technically known as void bamboos. And they're just like pulse bamboos, but they're invisible, and they kinda only appear in certain parts of the game, and they are based off of what their attack looked like. I don't know if that was extremely powerful or not. I don't know. Either way, we are here. Got some plasma troopers, this is where you're first supposed to see them, I think. But they are pretty easy to take out. I think they're most dangerous if there's a bunch in the open, because then they can get a lot of shots in on you. I find it strange how this says they reverse engineer your beams, but the beams they fire all look identical and don't have any of the elemental attributes of them. So really, they only just reverse engineered a weakness to the beams into their armor. Space pirates, you are kind of stupid sometimes. I will admit. Whoa, that was a little strange. Got some interesting spider ball tracks here to kind of curve you around and get you up to the here. Swing across on that. Got a force field, which you can disable like that. Now that gives us another plasma trooper or something. I think the other one up here is a wave trooper, actually. Yes, that door cannot be opened with that weapon, I am aware, because... what the hell? I was stuck there for a moment. The heck? How'd I get in there? The world may never know. But yes. Okay. Is anybody else firing at me, or am I good to go? Good grief. Now here's a little thing here. Pirate data. As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance. They are incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstays of our ground forces. Though they are not as quick as typical pirates, it makes little difference. With a platoon of elite pirates and the vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates, we will have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. Getting a little bit arrogant, aren't they? Well, let's just show them what we think of that by stealing their missiles. Yes, we will steal their missiles. And I think Don't quote me on that. That was the last pirate data scan. I think it's supposed to be the last one. We might have missed one or two others elsewhere. I don't know. I will check on that. But in the meantime, we're going to want to go into this little save station here. And I think I will call that an episode. So please respawn, vibrate, feedback, resonate in the comments below. Tell me what you think I did right, wrong, any sort of difference that doesn't make sense. Either way, next time I will see you in more Metroid Prime, where we will take a look at what's over here that seems to have its own special room to itself. I will see you then.